Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today's the day that we're gonna finally swap that R out for a different one. Now, little did you guys know that when I bought this Gsxr, it didn't come with that R. It actually came with its stock looking R, which I think it's silver. Because when I first bought this bike, I actually put that R right away. That's why you didn't see any videos of me doing it. But in this video, I'll be showing you how to install an R like that. Well, this one is already 3 years old actually. So this R is 3 years old. I slapped it on when I got the bike, like I said. And it was a lot more shinier red than it is now. Right now it's kind of like almost like a faded orange color now. So I decided to replace it with this one. This one's a blacked out version with a red like lining around it. Then it has a GSX at the bottom. I'm actually going to install it this time with the GSX on it. As on this one, it did come with the GSX on it, but I just left it with this stock one. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that. And then also, as you can see, I do have reflective tape on my Gsxr because I do like to be seen out there. And yeah, so I will be removing this part. You will not have this on yours unless you did my video on how to put reflective decals on yours. And yeah, so let's get to it. So it's going to pretty much look like this. It's going to look really good. On this one, I kind of like wrapped it over to the edge. On this new one, I'm going to put it right at the edge so it doesn't wrap. And then these letters are going to be, you know, kind of at the edge of this one, so it should all be lined up as like this. All right, so let's get to it. And if you don't have anything there on yours like I do mine, you could skip everything and just go to the part where I actually go to install this part on the video. Now, first things for me is I'm going to go ahead and remove my reflective decal that I have over here. It's going to try to get it. I don't have any good nails, so I may use a blade to try to get a little edge and then peel it out. It's the same thing with this one. I'm going to go ahead and get my edge and start getting this old letter R off. All right, so time for me to start peeling my old R off. I'm going to rip this out of there. So I can see I'm going to have a little bit of some time to actually get all that stickiness off, because that's what's leaving behind. And there we go. Old R. Oops, well, there goes the old R. All right, here it is, the old R. All right, so now I got all this sticky residue to go ahead and clean for myself. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get to them and put some good music on and get the town on removing all that goop off of there and cleaning it up. Okay, so now that I got all that goop and everything off of the bike, it's looking pretty good. And yeah, it's been a long time since I've actually seen how my original Gsxr badge has actually looked. All right, so now the only thing is that this R is like a decal style, so you can see all the white is actually clear. So let me go ahead and actually peel this off of the backing. And yeah, so I'm gonna be careful. I don't want to drop this on the floor because then it'll be rendered useless. But here it is. So now if I were to put it over, you could see that it's actually going to show all of the gray and everything in the background. And we definitely don't want that. We want to make sure that this is clear, or you know, where you don't see all that stuff in the background. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a black decal. I'm going to trace this so that way I don't just make a big square. But I'm just going to kind of trace it all the way around the letter R and the GSX at the bottom, and then get the decal and just kind of put it over it so that's kind of blacked out. It's gonna be a matte black kind of color, and so that way I could put it right over that. And then once I do that, then I'm gonna put that in over here so it could kind of look a little bit more of in the OEM department. So if you guys want to do the same, go ahead and do that. So yeah, let me go ahead and I'll show you the steps how I'll be doing it. It's up to you how you guys want to do it. You could just go ahead and just make a square, you know, and then stick it on there. But I kind of just want to make it a little bit more nicer. All right, so first things first is you want to get some tracing paper. Now this is going to help you, you know, get that letter R on there. And I think I got just enough. If not, I may get another sheet of paper to really get that blackness. But I think this should cut it right there. After that, you're going to get a little bit of some tape. So you could tape so you're not moving it around as you're tracing. I put this on the top here. So just make sure I'm lining it up pretty good. And let's see. I may actually get another sheet of paper because I want to really make sure I get all the edges of the black. And this one is kind of at the edge of this one. But anyhow, you're going to need some couple pieces of tape. I'm going to go ahead and put that right there, and I'll be right back. Okay, much better. I got a much bigger piece of paper. All right, so I'm just going to flatten it up on there and go ahead and put my tape at the edge here. So like I said, we don't want this piece of paper to be moving around as we're tracing it. And I'll go ahead and stick it right there. I may get a few more, maybe just kind of like really, you know, get it all nice and flat, but I think this should be good enough. As you can see, you do see the letter R on the background, so that's all you're going to do is you're going to pretty much just trace along for the R, and I think you could probably feel the edge of the R, and if you can, you probably do that with the pencil. Then at the bottom where it says GSX, it's going to be a little bit harder, difficult to see, but just try to do the best you guys can on actually tracing it. But while we're on the subject here, let me go ahead and get my pencil, and I do have it pretty sharp as you can see. All right, now let's go ahead and get to tracing the letter R. But I do feel the edge of it, so as I feel the edge, I'm just putting the pencil right on it, and that's going to help you, you know, get that really good outline of the letter R, along with the black part too as well. You want to make sure you cover as much as you can. All right, so while I go ahead and do that, you guys do the same. All right, it's already pretty much just traced the outline. You don't have to go into all the details because we're not going to be doing that. We just want to cover that area where the R and the GSX is located. Now, as you can see, I did up to the red part, and I figure I go all the way out to here and over here, down here, and you want to make, under the X, you want to make just a little bit of room. You don't want to go right on the X and right on the G and the R. Just give it a little bit of space underneath and then make your line over here and up over there. So once we make that black out, it'll look like the ribbon or the red part is going into the black and then coming out on that side. All right, so now next we're going to do is going to go ahead and take our piece of paper. Let's go over to the table, and we're going to put our black vinyl on the bottom of this. This is going to go on the top of the black vinyl. Okay, we're over at the bench now, and you can see here is our template here that we're going to be cutting. So we're going to go ahead and grab our vinyl. Got it right here. Let me take it out of the package, and we're not going to be using obviously the whole entire vinyl because we don't need all of that. We just need a little section of it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut my vinyl. I'm going to go ahead and measure, and I will just cut a piece and put it there, or it may just put the whole thing here and then just put my, actually I'll probably do it that way. I'm just gonna go ahead and put my vinyl here, put some tape on there to flatten it down, and then I'm gonna put my template here, put it as far to the corner as possible, therefore I limit the amount of material wasted. Okay, as you can see, I already put all my tape down. Now I put this part of the edge towards the top part of the edge of the vinyl, therefore I limit the amount of waste really. So it's pretty much a very good straight line. Now I just gotta cut the rest of this out, and then we are going to have our template that we could put over to the bike. So you want to do the same, just make sure you grab a very sharp blade. I got this one that I already cut the tip off, so now we have a brand new blade there. I'm just going to go ahead and trace over the line while holding everything in place, and you guys do the same. All right, I already got my template cut. Let's see how it came out. Go ahead and peel all this out. All right, there we go. There we go. Get all this out of there. And I guess I'll just have to cut this piece because I guess that part didn't go through all the way. There we go. Okay, this piece. Oh, there we go. There we go. And there we go. All right. So now we're kind of left with the back end shadow part. Now let's go over to the bike and get this placed over our original Gsxr letter R. All right, so now before we actually stick the decal there, what you want to do is you want to make sure that the surface is clean. So get a little piece of paper with some isopropyl alcohol, and then all you're going to do is just kind of wipe the surface, because you want to make sure that it's clean and clear of any dirt and debris, because if there is dirt and debris at even a small level, your vinyl decal is just going to pretty much peel off over time, and you definitely don't want that. You want it to stick on there as long as possible and adhere really good to the plastic. All right, so just gonna get all the little microscopic dirt of it. Okay, so then you want to give it a good just blow around the area, or just let it it'll evaporate pretty quick even if you don't blow on the area. All right, so once it is completely dry, then you're good to go on putting your decal in that spot. All right, now everything is dry, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab my decal and put it right over pretty much there, and it's looking so far really good. I think we got it pretty much on the dot as far as everything. You can always never get it perfect, but at least we got it for the majority. So it looked like that. It looked like a shadow was there of the arc. The only thing I didn't get was that little corner part right there, which I should have, but it's okay because that part's already black. All right, so at this point you want to go ahead and start peeling and just put the decal in its place. All right, as you can see, it is on there and it looks good. It looks like there's a shadow there with no letter. All right, so now that we got that part all blacked out, now we could go ahead and put our GSXR right here, as I want this point to be right at the edge of the, you know, the curve of the fairing, and then the X, I want it to be right at the edge right here of where this part of the fairing is located, so it should line up really well right about there. So then I understand that, you know, once we get this on there, let me go ahead and just kind of peel it so you guys could see a little bit of a preview before I actually stick it on there, and be very careful. And I understand that, you know, you're going to see some of the other decal or shadow. Hopefully not too much. We'll try to line it up as best as we can here. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and move the camera out of my way because the camera is in front of me here, so I can show you this part. But you also want to make sure that this part is clean and clear. You don't want to have any of this dirt and debris under, so go ahead and give it another wipe down with a clean paper towel, and then start centering and putting your new decal on the bike. All right, it is looking really good. Now, of course, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of some touch-ups because I don't want any of the red to be in between the letters, so I'll probably get my tracing paper and put the tracing paper here and then mark this area with the tracing paper, and then go over to the bench and cut in a little piece of decal out to stick right in this area. After that, I am going to trace around the outside part so I could put that reflective decal tape like I have here at the bottom. This is all reflective tape. Show you right here. So all this is reflective tape that I have, that I pretty much copied the same decal design that it had and just made it into a reflective piece that I would put over, so that way I'm more visible out on the road. So same thing here in the back, I will trace over here and make another decal to put over there for the reflectiveness. All right, but other than that, let's go ahead and peel out this part and get this part revealed. Oh, there's always that satisfaction of pulling that plastic out. And there we go. Now that one is all set. I've already done the other side, which I didn't really show you on camera, because pretty much what I do on one side is going to be the exact same on the other side. But it is looking so super good. So like I said, once I get that, you know, that reflective and pretty much do all the little small touch-ups, it's going to look really good. Alrighty guys, I already finished doing my trim and everything and putting back the reflective decals that I had over here on this side, and it's actually looking pretty good. A little dusty here, but dusty world anyhow. It came out better than I thought. It looks good from a distance. You can't really see, even though from up close you could see that I put a black you know, decal right here, and just to kind of mask out that back area. But honestly, from far away, if someone looking at it, they can't even tell that I you know, covered up the original OEM decal. Alrighty guys, so that pretty much concludes on how to install this decal. Let me go ahead mobile here so you guys can see a little bit better. Looking good. Can't wait to see how it looks like out in the sun when the sun hits that red piping on the R. It should look pretty good. Alright guys, well that pretty much concludes on how to install this kind of decal on your Gsxr. If you found this video helpful, please smash that like button. If you hated the video, smash the dislike button. Let me know down below what you disliked about the video to help me improve for future ones. If you guys know anyone else that's looking to do a decal like this but has no idea, or you know, just to get the, like, the little details, because every little detail about how to do something like this, you know, really helps out. So please share my videos out there, and that's about it. If you guys have any other comments or want to see anything else for me to do on this Gsxr, please also let me know down below. I have a link for this particular R along with some other ones down below on this video, so you guys can click on those links. That help me out a lot, get future products. So click on those links to get, you know, the products. All right guys, you guys take care, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye.